Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, the Customs Chief backpedals.
Yung design ng mga lifter na yon is not really for a lifter.
Saying the controversial magnetic lifters did contain illegal drugs.
I'm now more inclined to believe that indeed yung mga magnetic lifter na yon have contained yung mga shabu.
A customs official accuses him of not doing his job.
It's Aquino who is telling the truth.
Should Commissioner Lapeña resign?
He should be sacked.
But the commissioner will not step down. Customs Chief Isidro Lapeña joins us live. And later, find out why the Flaunt Your Wealth Challenge is taking Chinese social media by storm. That's for today's In Focus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. After his long denial, the man of the hour, the Customs Chief changes tune and now says that he is inclined to believe magnetic lifters found in Cavite were used to conceal illegal drugs. In a joint congressional hearing Wednesday, the Customs Commissioner says that with the pieces of evidence presented, he is now convinced that drugs in those lifters are now being peddled by drug syndicates. President Rodrigo Duterte also orders the arrest of former Customs Intelligence Officer Jimmy Guban, and the chief executive also tells the leaders of PIDEA and Customs, stop blaming each other. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Customs Chief Isidro Lapeña. Commissioner, welcome again to the show. Last time I had you, PIDEA pa ho kayo.
Yes, that's right. And thank you, Pinky, for this invitation and to also air our side, the Bureau of Customs side, on these events that have been unfolding.
It came quite as a surprise, Commissioner, when you said that una kasi there was a denial that there was anything inside those 4 magnetic lifters found in Cavite. And then kahapon po, during the course of the interview, or sorry, the course of the hearing, you said that ito po, something to this effect. With these developments, I tend to believe that there was indeed may laman yan, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Clarify that for us, sir.
Well, at the very start, when the 4 magnetic lifters were discovered in a warehouse in GMA Cavite, ang mga 4 lifters na yon nung na-discover, walang nakita na laman. It was empty. That is a fact. And then when it was subjected to a swab test for illegal drugs, it tested negative. Those are the facts. But I've been saying that, but I also say that there is a continuing investigation. And in fact, and of course, out of respect with the hearing, both by the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee and the House of Representatives Committee on Drugs, I have not said anything even on the development and results of the investigation that we have been conducting jointly with PIDEA. In fact, yung mga ginagawa namin, yung joint investigation has led to the discovery of Joel Maritana, yung gagawin sanang fall guy. And si Maritana led to yung uncovering nung mga ginawa nitong si Jimmy Guban. And then further, this led to the confession, admission nitong si Jimmy Guban nung mga nakakaalam nung pagpaparating ng mga shabu, Andy Sar Asierto. And of course, nung...
Sir, pasensya na ho kayo
yes.
because there's too many personalities that you're mentioning and baka po mawala yung iba sa mga nanonood sa atin. So, ang sinabi niyo po kasi is that there was no drugs because nag-negative sa chemical testing. Of course, that's scientific, sir. But PIDEA was saying that there is drugs. Bakit? Nagdala sila ng K9 doon at umupo si K9, which means there is drugs. Did that signal to you that baka nga may drugs dito?
No, kasi ang procedure, I was with PIDEA also. Yung K9, it's called NDD, that is Narcotics Detection Dog. Ano na, the word implies detection. So ang nangyari yan, pag may na-detect, yung hanapin ngayon, yung substance. For example, sa airport, yung mga bags doon. Pag may na-detect, umupo yung aso, bubuksan ngayon. There is now a reason to check yung baggage o yung luggage. Right. And then kung may nakita, this will be subjected to a chemical test. And when it is positive, then you have the item that is shabu, if it is shabu. But it's not always that yung test na yan is 100% na...
K9.
Oh, the K9. Okay. So that's why ang mas reliable pa rin dyan is the laboratory test. Confirmatory ang tawag nga dyan, confirmatory test.
But here's the problem, sir.
Yeah.
They're saying, Attorney Lourdes Mangawang was saying that yung una niyo pong nahanap na drugs doon po sa container, before dumating po, bago pa po itong apat sa GMA warehouse, ang nakita po doon, mga drugs, naka-foil, naka-plastic, ibig ho sabihin, hindi siya, not a speck daw of shabu or drugs ay makakawala. So, she likens this to the magnetic lifters in Cavite na wala ka maki-chemical swab doon sa lifters dahil nga wala nakawalang drugs doon.
Well, it could, pwedeng ganun. But yung sa MICP, talagang may drugs naman yun eh. In fact, 355 kilos yung laman ng dalawang magnetic lifter doon. And that is positive. And
yan po yun.
Yes, yan. That's the one. At ito, even if you have that, this is subjected pa rin sa chemical test.
Of course.
Kasi yun ang dadalhin sa korte na
gagamiting
ebidensya.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
But it's a point raised eh. Kung ganyan daw po naka-seal, para bang vacuum pack ang drugs. Pagka pinasok po yan sa magnetic lifter, sabihin natin hypothetically, doon sa Cavite, wala daw lalabas ni 1 gramo o 1 speck ng drugs dahil nga vacuum packed siya. Would you agree?
Yes, pwedeng ganyan nga. But again, I'm going back to the yung result. Ganun. The result is result.
Yeah.
Hindi ko naman sinabi na, well, those are the results. So that's my position. But I always say that there is a continuing investigation.
Now, let's go to this, sir. What made you now think? What now made you change your mind and say that, ang sabi niyo ho kasi, ngayon, you have a tendency to believe, investigator din kayo, yes, na may laman itong magnetic lifters found in the warehouse?
Well, it's because of the presentation of the director ng Bureau of Equipment ng DPWH. You know, sila yung mga expert dyan eh. And when he said that yung design ng mga magnetic lifter na yon are not designed to lift scrap metal. And then yung it was even coated with lead. That will deflect o yung images at hindi mo talaga makikita yung shabu. So it was so designed to conceal a contraband good kasi iko-conceal mo. The reason for iko-conceal mo because it is something illegal. So yun ngayon ang because of that. And in addition to yung mga nag-unfold, yung mga nadidiscover namin, yung mga yung continuing investigation na sinasabi ko, yung pagka-discover namin na may attempt na i-change yung address ng Sabicaba to the address in GMA Cavite, that establishes the connection. And then later on, nung itong si Jimmy Guban, when he admitted na may nagpaparating nga sila ng droga, and plus this one, then it's a very convincing evidences or testimonies that you will really believe na merong laman yung mga magnetic lifters na yun.
Pero ano ho ba ang what urged you to say that may laman yon? Yung huli na ba yung sinabi ng DPWH?
Yes.
Yun na yun?
Yan yun.
So you changed your mind, you had that conclusion kahapon lang ho talaga nung sinabi ni DPWH?
Yes, that's right. But meron na rin ako, I am an investigator.
Papunta ka na doon, sir.
I am also an investigator eh. So, yung initial, talagang ganun eh. If you will bring that to court, that will not hold water.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the problem then, sir. So, because of the circumstantial evidence, as you called it during the hearing, ano ho ngayon ang sinasabi ninyo, para malinaw, ang laman ng magnetic lifter sa GMA, sir, sa Cavite?
Well, ang sinasabi ko is may laman, yun. And I will also believe, yung theory ng isang investigator is that it is also shabu. Dahil kasi connected yung shabu dito sa MICP at in attempt na ipalitan yung address to that of of GMA Cavite. So that could be probably shabu din. At I will, kung ako, sasabihin ko shabu yun. Kung investigate, and I will look for evidence na to prove that it is really shabu.
And how do you do that?
Well, yung investigation that will be conducted.
Okay.
At circumstantial evidence will even prove it also na pwedeng masabi na nga rin shabu yung andoron. Because the connection of the two.
Yeah. Tsaka let's not forget, sir, yung nahanap po sa MICP na dalawa, na binuksan na container, may dalawang magnetic lifters, parehong-pareho daw doon sa, it's identical to the magnetic lifters in the warehouse in Cavite. Is that so, sir?
Yung magnetic lifter, parehas yung size doon sa yung tatlo doon sa GMA. Pero merong isa na mas maliit.
Okay.
So ganun yun.
Now, let's go to this, sir. X-ray. May problema ho ba ang X-ray ng customs? Because when the customs presented this, there were black and white photos, there were colored photos, and we're gonna show that. Ang sinasabi po ng inyong customs guy, was it Morales, sir?
Yeah.
Yesterday, sabi po niya, walang laman daw yung mga yan, sir. In fact, magkatabi pa ata sila ni Attorney Mangawang. Nung sinasabi ni Attorney Mangawang, may laman yan, pero ang sinasabi po ni Mr. John Huba,
si John Morales, yes.
si Mr. Morales, sabi niya, walang laman yung 4 na lifters na dumaan sa customs. Now, how can you tell, sir? Meron ho ba laman talaga? Can you tell? Tama ho ba si Mr. Morales or is he lying?
I would say na yung sinasabi ni Morales yung kanyang talagang yung nakita niya doon sa image na yon pagdaan. And I think this will be supported by what the DPWH director also said, na it is covered with the lid at magdi-deflect yung kung whatever is inside. Kaya nga wala ka nga makita.
So bakit si Attorney Mangawang may nakita, sir?
Well, I don't know. That's why that's something that has to be compared and then itingnan mabuti. At I think we need to upgrade yung ating mga X-ray kung sa mga ganyan. That's why isa na yan sa programa na magiging produkto nitong mga hearing na ito. Improve yung ating mga equipment.
At least that's come to fore, no? Sir?
Yes.
So you are admitting that the X-rays at the customs pwedeng malusutan?
Yes, as shown now, itong kagaya yung sinabi nga ng DPWH Director of Equipment, sinabi niya na hindi makikita because of the lid na coating nung inside coating nung mga magnetic lifter na yan.
Now, the next question would be, who would be liable? That's we're going to ask that from Commissioner Lapeña after the break. This is the source on CNN Philippines. Still to come, is the customs head behind a demolition job against Attorney Lourdes Mangawang? Customs Chief Isidro Lapeña will still be with us after the break. Right. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Customs Chief Isidro Lapeña. So, sir, dalawa ho kasi doon sa X-ray ang tumatatak sa isip ko, no? May Morales, may Martinez. Ang pagkaintindi ko po, si Martinez ang nag-check.
Examiner.
Examiner.
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin, siya nagpadaan.
Yes.
Si Morales ang nag-check ng X-ray image.
Image, yes. Siya yung reviewing.
Okay. So may magpapadaan, may magre-review.
Yes.
Sino ho ang may kasalanan ho ba nilang dalawa to dahil dumaan nga itong 4 na magnetic lifters?
Well, I have created a committee to investigate this particular aspect. At ang resulta ng investigation is to have them charged for yung a liability on the neglect of duty. Dahil hindi ang reason is ang reason is that there are 4 if you will see yung image, yung apat na magnetic lifter, on the left side, may dalawa na yan. So, kung yung doon sa declaration, there are, ang sinabi lang doon sa declaration ay apat na magnetic lifter. So, ang procedure kasi dyan, kung nakita mo na may additional na item doon, then it has to be subjected to further physical examination.
Yun na nga po.
They did not do that. So,
Exactly.
kaya nga, they are cited for that.
Okay, for neglect of duty. Just to be clear, sir, are you charging them now with neglect of duty or there's still an investigation?
We are charging them now.
Okay, sino, sir?
Si Martinez at saka si
Morales. Yung nagpakita po kahapon si Mr. Morales,
That's
yung
right.
katabi niya.
Because of that, yung parang operational lapse, operational procedure lapse.
You're charging them. You
Yes.
have charged them or you are going to charge them?
They are charged already.
They're charged. Tapos
Yes.
na po.
They are charged. But yung pag-charge kasi, that will go through a process. Parang hearing, ganyan.
So, but if they're charged, sir, they shouldn't be at the customs. Tama
Yeah,
po ba?
yes, they are still with the customs. But they are already relieved, the suspension. Together with the charge is a 30-day suspension.
Sino pa ho? Right now, is it just the two gentlemen
Yes, the two.
that are charged?
And then the chief of the Xray for possible responsibility under the doctrine of command responsibility.
But not yet charged. Si Attorney Zay
Yes,
de Guzman.
kasama sa yung recommendation ng CIIS, the one that investigated this matter.
Anyone else, sir, right now? Sila muna.
Yes, sila muna. In as far as the process of the scanning is concerned, X-ray scanning is concerned.
Because
But of course, we have earlier, si Guban, I created a special committee to investigate him. And si Guban, as a result of that investigation, well, of course, he was relieved from his post as yung CIIS supervisor ng Port of Manila. And he was already charged for grave misconduct, gross neglect of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the interest of the service.
Sir, just to be clear, please explain to the public sino si Guban and what is his participation.
Si Guban, ito yung personnel ng Bureau of Customs, na ito yung nagpapacilitate ng mga yung SMYD na shipment. And then, ito yung kumuha kay Joel Maritana na magiging fall guy para siya yung lalabas na magiging fall guy. But nung nag-recant ito si Maritana, that implicated ito si Jimmy Guban. And then Jimmy Guban, during the hearing doon sa Senate Blue Ribbon, and he was held in contempt. At he was held in custody doon sa Bureau, doon sa Senate. And then he confessed and admitted yung mga alam niya and pointed to Asierto. And also,
Dalawa po, Asierto
dalawa siya, and
and
Chief Fajardo.
Fajardo.
Yes.
Para po hindi malito ang tao, sino po si Asierto at sino po si Fajardo?
Si Asierto is a former PNP officer.
PNP.
Who used to be with the PNP Drug Enforcement Group. And then si Pardo naman is the acting Deputy Director General of the PDEA that time when this happened. And ito yung mga nakakausap ni Jimmy Guban. Nagkakaroon sila ng case conference, pinag-uusapan ng mga pagdating nitong mga drugs na ito, yung mga shipment. And so si Jimmy Guban is a witness na on this drug syndicate that has been uncovered. Kaya ito yung napakagandang nangyari rito na may nakalusot nga, but we were able to discover itong drug syndicate.
Alright.
And we should be able to neutralize this drug syndicate. Kasi kung ma-neutralize lang ito, then mahihinto yung mga pagpaparating ng mga bulk shipment ng mga illegal drugs sa ating
Baka
bansa.
po merong mga magsabi na paano mo naman masasabi na magandang balita to dahil nga na-expose tong drug syndicate when, sir, there is supposedly an estimated 1 ton or 6.8 billion pesos worth of shabu that slipped through customs. And if you talk about command responsibility, sir, what is your liability here?
Well, the doctrine of command responsibility applies when you did nothing. When the report of illegal activity or a violation of law or an offense has reached you and you did nothing, then you will be liable for command responsibility. But here, at the very start, and even up to last yesterday, the investigation is going on. In fact, we had a joint investigation being conducted by PDEA and the Bureau of Customs, which has led to the discovery of Maritana and then to Guban and the discovery of the drug syndicate.
So you're saying hindi kayo kasama dito sa command responsibility kasi you conducted an investigation, basically.
Yes, I have done what a commissioner has to do on this case.
But how do you feel that 6.8 billion pesos worth of shabu slipped through the customs under your watch?
Of course, that is something that very serious, and I take that very seriously. That's why we have to improve our systems and procedures to prevent the occurrence of this kind of incident. But as I've said, with the discovery of the drug syndicate, then we have to focus our efforts, our energy in addressing, in neutralizing this drug syndicate.
Very quickly, though, I remember, sir, in your opening statement yesterday, sinabi niyo po that, basically, pinag-aaway kayo ng PDEA, may sindikato dito ng drugs, and this is all just a ploy to discredit you.
Yes, actually, when I left for the US to attend the 91st birthday of my mother, this is they time it na wala ako. At every day, mayroon silang, there was a media blitz actually against me. And I know that when I come back, I will be able to explain my side also. And let the result of our performance speak for itself.
Because you were highlighting the performance of the BOC under your watch, sir. Sinabi niyo, nakuha niyo po ang inyong revenue collection in the past 8 months. But we'll be taking another short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. So ito po yung sinasabi ninyo, sir, no? Medyo, I'll just say, pinagmamalaki niyo ho ito, that smuggled goods, when we talk about assorted goods, vehicles, agriculture, etc., this is 106 million assorted goods in 2017, and in 2018 you have 1 billion.
1 billion.
So ito yung hina-highlight niyo din. Yeah. But sir, ito po, I need to ask you this. Do you submit that Attorney Mangawang was correct all this time?
I did not hear of what he had been saying.
Sinabi niya po, pinakita niya yung mga magnetic lifters, may laman, nagpunta nga ho siya dun sa warehouse sa Cavite. And what was her personality in the warehouse in Cavite? Sir, did you let her go there? Ganun ho ba yun?
No, I did not authorize her to go there. So she must have her reason. But well, that's something that have to be looked into. In fact, that was also asked yesterday during the hearing by Congressman Ako. But again, what I believe in all of this is the testimony of the expert witness, just like the Director of Equipment of the DPWH. That's why that changed my, as I've said, it is an ongoing investigation, and we have the hearing of both the Senate and the House of Representatives, and I'm going to submit to whatever the result of this investigation.
But I'm going to go back to that still. But she was right. No, putting things aside na tama yung ginawa niya, mali yung ginawa niya, etc., she was right all along. That there was shabu inside those magnetic lifters.
Well, at that point in time, he cannot say that it is shabu.
Okay, all right. So, ang sinasabi po, she's also saying that there's a demolition job against her. Sir, I want you to quickly react to that. Si Attorney Lourdes, meron daw demolition job against her.
I don't know, but I think it's the other way around.
Demolition job against
Yes,
you.
and the demolition job against me started actually when I started hitting the players, the smugglers, and that is nag-started doon sa 105 container vans at the Port of Manila. Yung na-discover ko na syndicated activity na yan had been there for so long. And it was during my time only na nangyari yan. Yung aming pag-hit nung syndicated activity na yan. And then, I was informed that there was a meeting of players at the Manila Hotel and came up with a sinking fund of 20 million for my
Sinabi niyo nga
demolition.
po yun. Sir, calls for your resignation. Are you even thinking about it, sir?
I have a mandate. The President have a task given me, yung marching order niya, to stop corruption and increase revenue collection. And I have started it and I am delivering it. Hindi pa nga lang tapos. So I will continue doing this and deliver it hanggat the trust and confidence of the President is there.
Isang mabilis na lang, sir, kasi inadmit nyo na yung mga X-ray hindi makakadetect ng drugs na may lead. Ano po? Papaano nyo ngayon maiiwasan ang pagdating ng mga drugs na posibleng nasa mga containers na naman na may lead? What are you going to do to prevent this from happening?
Well, first is the upgrading ng aming mga equipment, X-ray equipment, and maybe and also the procedures. But I have also given instruction that we will authorize PDEA to be on board sa mga X-ray, yung mga X-ray
Isasama
natin.
niyo na sila?
Isasama na namin sila.
Alright.
So those will be improvement in our procedures.
Commissioner, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Customs Commissioner Isidro Lapeña. Thank you, sir.
Maraming salamat din, Pinky.
Thank you, and thank you for joining
Maraming
us
salamat.
here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.